The Rebels, unranked for the first time this season, face Oral Roberts tonight in Oxford. The 4-0 Rebels started at number 24 in the AP preseason poll. They dropped to number 25 after 2 wins and fell out despite a 15-point win over Colorado State last Saturday in South Haven. Head coach Chris Beard remains optimistic, saying the team is, quote, headed in the right direction, end quote. The Rebels have 8 non-conference games left before SEC play begins. So, honestly, if I'm the Rebels, I'm kind of disrespected here because I ain't lost yet. I beat a team by 15 points, and now all of a sudden I ain't got no number next to my name. Like, I'm feeling some type of way.
Well, maybe that's what they need at this point in the season, because I was at that game on Sunday. They're up 24 points, and I'm thinking, oh, here we go. We're into a blowout kind of game. This is going to be fun. We're going to be seeing dunks, layups, alley-oops, everything happening right here. And no, instead they go and let the game get as close to 9. And it was kind of concerning. You're like, well, hold on, you're meant to be the number 24 ranked team in the country, and you're just dropping off this spurt where you can't get anything to go, and you're letting the other team just shoot threes from wherever they want on the court. Interesting. I think the good thing about that is it showed the team has resolve, and they could get through that dry stretch where they weren't able to score, and they managed to kind of get back in the game and then go and win by double digits. But it wasn't necessarily the biggest of a confidence boost, and you're seeing it other teams in the top 25, well, they're beating better teams, or they're beating the lesser teams by a lot more. I think something that was interesting that Chris Beard said after that game was, you know, this is such a new team. They have a lot of different guys, freshmen, transfers, and then some guys who stayed. But it's for a lot of them, it's experiencing these things for the first time together, and it's how does this team deal with this and handle this? And that's what we're kind of seeing from that team right now is like, okay, yes, we're 4-0, but we're still going through these rough patches in games. And the interesting thing for me with Ole Miss, which is super different to Memphis, is they don't have like that one guy like PJ who's just going to carry the team and you're going to depend on to get 20 points. They've got like 5 or 6 guys that you could get double digits out every game. And so it's a very different style. There's only been 2 different players that have scored 20 points in any of their games they've played. Otherwise, everyone else is kind of just in there with double digits. There's not one guy that's really standing out being like, I'm the guy of this team. They have a group of people. And so it's much more, when there is a dry spout, it's kind of looking at who can fill those gaps.
Well, I mean, I'm going to disagree with you there a little bit. Matt Morrell is that guy. He just hasn't been that guy this season. He shot 35% from the field. He's averaging just under 10 points per game. And Avery, what is he really good at? He's good at shooting threes, right?
But he hasn't been doing
it.
So
he's
right
30%
now they don't
from,
have that guy.
Right, they don't. But I'm saying they possess that guy. They have that guy who has the potential. Whitehaven's own, right?
Yes,
Whitehaven's own, Matthew Morrell. Yeah, he needs to step up. But if you look at his field goal attempts, it's less this season. So it seems like maybe they're handing the keys, at least for now. Coach Beard is handing the keys to Juju and maybe letting Sean Padula run the offense more than Morrell is going to run it.
Morrell also had a back injury. He missed one of those games.
That's right. But I don't know. I mean, early on, when we were first starting to see this team form, I remember going out there and I asked about what he expects from Matt Morrell this season, and he said, Chris Beard said that he wants him to he still wants him to be the number 1 guy, but he doesn't want him to carry all of the load. And when you watch Ole Miss games, he's often popping out into space. He's not really taking the ball up as much like he was last year. But yeah, as far as their rankings are concerned, when you beat Grambling State by 2 and South Alabama by 10 and beat a Colorado State team that was 73rd in, according to the KenPom rankings, yeah, you're going to drop from 24 all the way down to 50. But I don't think Chris Beard cares about that right now. You know, what he cares about is they're undefeated. But my last point I'm going to make on it, I understand that their SEC schedule is so tough, and you can make it to the tournament by picking up 4 losses in non-con and then having a good SEC season. But I don't understand it because other SEC teams aren't doing that. If you look at teams like the top teams like Tennessee, Alabama, they're playing difficult games. And so maybe teams aren't wanting to play Ole Miss as they are wanting to play other teams like Kentucky, Florida. But you're playing Oral Roberts tonight. Like we said earlier, you play Long Island. Colorado State's all right. South Alabama, Grambling State. I know they play Memphis. I know they're undefeated in their non-conference schedule. But outside of Memphis last year, they really didn't play anybody.
NC State.
NC State, that's true. Yeah, NC State. Good point. I forgot about that. And they play Louisville this year too. So it's Memphis and Louisville are the really tough games.
We'll see if Louisville can mount a comeback. They have been a team that is trying to find themselves the last couple of seasons. On that point about them being undefeated, Ole Miss actually has the longest non-conference win streak in the country right now, 17 wins in a row. They'll certainly be trying to keep that going tonight when they play Oral Roberts. We'll see if they're able to knock that out. That is tonight in the I was going to say the Landers Center, not in the Landers Center. Tonight they're out there in Oxford.